Born with one leg, Anthony Robles literally wrestled his way to glory. He competed in his first wrestling match in the 9th grade and performed dismally the rest of his debut season. In his final year of college eligibility, he had an undefeated record and became a national champion. Robles embodies the kernel of truth at the heart of the most crucial and trite sports cliché: grit and determination will overcome every obstacle on the path to greatness. As David Merrill writes in his 2013 Deadspin profile of Robles, a one-legged man climbed to the pinnacle of a sport that selects for such anatomical homogeneity that competitors of different weight classes frequently look like Russian nesting dolls of one another. By every objective metric, Robles is not only a remarkable anomaly but a profoundly inspirational person. This is the premise of Unstoppable, the biographical drama based on Robles' journey to the NCAA championship title. From its opening scene, when Anthony, played with unwavering resolve by Jharrel Jerome, wins a high school championship title, first-time director, but long-time editor, William Goldenberg communicates that the young wrestler belongs to a category of one. Unfortunately, that's really all Unstoppable has to say. Once you accept Anthony's extraordinary nature, which is hardly a difficult proposition for any viewer with a beating heart, the film offers nothing more than a passive tour of his on-screen counterpart overcoming corporeal and domestic adversity. That's not to diminish the hardships Anthony faces in the film, which include an abusive stepfather, Bobby Cannavale, playing the macho asshole hits, and the polite prejudices of coaches, like Arizona State's Sean Charles, Don Cheadle, who recognize his talent but don't believe he can go the distance. His constant need to refute society's immediate preconceptions pushes him to work harder than any of his teammates, which Unstoppable conveys most successfully in a sequence when Anthony runs 3 miles up a hill with the aid of crutches and less successfully through repetitive training montages. Plus, like many young adults living near the poverty line, Anthony is forced to play the role of an adult to his 4 young siblings and his overtaxed mother Judy, Jennifer Lopez, as she contends with her violent partner. Alas, every scene in Unstoppable, whether it's Anthony competing in a match or when he's working his night job washing airplanes or when he's comforting his mom during the latest crisis, the takeaway is exactly the same: can you believe this incredible person? Goldenberg and his team of screenwriters, Eric Shampnella, Alex Harris, and John Heineman, place an unfair burden on Jerome to lend Anthony grounded, fleshed-out characterization, but his best efforts can't transcend the fact that his character is more of an idea than a human being. No one who watches Unstoppable will come away thinking that Robles' feats are anything less than astonishing, but that doesn't automatically make his triumph an involving experience. Unstoppable complements Anthony's story with his mother's own transformation from supportive mother stuck in a physically and financially draining relationship to an independent woman capable of taking care of her large family. But this part of the film suffers from the same problem as the rest. While the real Judy Robles undoubtedly overcame enormous personal problems, her fictionalized double feels like the crib sheet version. Like almost every other actor in Unstoppable, Lopez does her best to imbue her character with legible emotional realism, but leans too heavily on shorthand clichés to carry the load, both when she's playing feisty wrestling mom or cowed domestic abuse victim.